Louie here, and welcome to the weekend. Getting back to my normal weekly videos. Okay, the topic I want to touch today is why is the paper price of silver up, as in paper price and spot price, yet demand is down. Okay, so that's what we're going to get into here, and the most interesting video of the week was probably Vermilion Enterprises, a highly recommended YouTube coin shop, talking about what he's calling the silver surplus. Now, what he's talked about here is that he is having something like 10 to 1 sellers versus buyers, and consequently his sell prices are quite low, and his buy prices are quite low as well. Now he is in Florida, and I think they have got some issues with insurance premiums going up. We've all got issues with property taxes being due, and then every American knows about inflation, and your dollar is not stretching as far. And so people are selling what they have that is of value and is easily liquidated. That makes total sense to me in this economy. And if I were to be buying, I would rather be buying in a market where premiums are low and spot is dropping. That's when you get your best deals. But right now we have low premiums, as you'll see from my website, and you can see from this Vermilion Enterprises video that premiums definitely are down, way down. Even on the best stuff, the best of the best, which is what I would focus on when premiums are quite low, Silver Eagles, Gold Eagles, Constitutional, high quality sovereign. You might as well grab the good stuff when the premiums are low on the good stuff, because when the market reverses, those premiums will reverse as well. But here we've got a scenario where people are selling their stacks, at least in Florida, that appears to be the case. Yet the price of silver is escalating. Now let's go back up to live gold prices. Let's go to silver. So here is the silver chart, and oops, where'd you go? Here is the silver chart, and as you can see, November 3rd, that was Friday, we broke another high in spot silver price. That is encouraging for silver. Although what I think is happening is silver is following gold, and gold keeps trying to break above that 2,000 mark, and seems to be failing at the moment. But as again I've said on my blog, I think that we are in a period here where we have war waging on two fronts, and certainly escalating on at least one. We are, definitely in a kinetic war in the Middle East, and I don't think Iran is going to step down. That's my estimation. So I do think we have at least another month of escalating gold prices. And when gold prices go up, and I think, as I've said before, I think it will continue to run in a zigzag. Okay, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. But I think gold will hit 2050 is my prediction. And what is dragging silver up? Well, I think it's the GSR, and that's the gold to silver ratio. And when gold goes up, the gold to silver ratio increases when silver doesn't, upwards of 88 here recently. And, it really wants to be in that 85, 84 zone. And I think that's why silver, spot, and paper prices escalate. It's trying to keep up with gold. So that begs the question, if the silver spot market is rising, along with gold, yet premiums are falling, what do you do? Do you continue to buy? Do you sit back and hope for a decrease in spot. Well, I don't know, that could happen, and maybe you'll get the perfect storm of a crashing spot market and a crashing premium market. But right now, a lot of this stuff is being sold at a loss. I mean, Silver Eagles in the 27s. That there's barely any profit, if any profit there at all, for the big retailers. U.S. Mint is pumping out as many Eagles as it can. Why would that be? Well, they probably are getting the planchets from the Sunshine Mint in abundance, because it's difficult to move silver, right? Especially generic silver. So you would ask yourself, how big is my stack? Do I need it to be bigger? Am I averaging in? Am I waiting for the dip? And, you'll have to make your own decision. But, physical demand being down, well, it proves that there is an abundance of silver, right? So scratch all the narratives that say we're running out of silver and COMEX won't deliver and so forth. For the moment, there is more silver on the retail side than the dealers can sell, and that works to our benefit. And that's why I'm putting up the deals that I'm seeing. So if you've got spot at 23 and change, and you're seeing deals at 24 something for generic, and in the 25s, 26s for sovereign, 27s for Silver Eagles. It's not a bad time to buy. I mean, are you going to wait for the FOMO to return? Because it always does. And I think what we have at our back right now is I think the war environment is making people want gold. All right, they want gold more than they want silver, which is usually the case in this kind of environment. And but that's dragging silver spot price up with it. So I guess it just comes down to your particular vantage point, where you are in your journey, and if you're averaging in, there's nothing wrong with buying this weekend. If you're waiting for the dip, then wait for it. I think premiums will stay low here for a little while. So you could make a careful selection. All right, another thing I want to talk about is variety in your stack. Now, a lot of us bought a lot of different kinds of silver. We bought generic, we bought sovereign, we bought collector coins, we bought poured silver, we bought, 10 different kinds of silver rounds, we bought 10 different kinds of 10-ounce bars. Our stack is, really, really interesting and diverse, right? But if you think about disposition, if you're going to walk into an LCS or you're going to sell online to a JM Bullion, who, by the way, is paying $2 back of spot for silver, okay, like 10-ounce bars, kilos, 100-ounce bars, a $2 haircut off of spot price. That shows you how little they want it at the moment. If you're going to think about disposition, you want to think about how easy it would be to walk into your LCS and sell, how easy it would be to sell to an online retailer, and the most important part, if you're leaving it to your family, how easy it will be for them to liquidate it. Now, hopefully you've talked to them about, the importance of precious metals in preserving your wealth over time. But families often don't get it. I found that personally when we had a little inheritance from my brother-in-law who passed away. And the family didn't want, a large family, smart family, didn't want anything to do with silver, didn't want anything to do with gold. Okay, I think gold was in the 1700s at that time, so I told them they were making a mistake. I just wanted to split it up into 5 parts and ship off, at least the gold. I understand silver is a very unique market and a very volatile market. But nobody wanted it. What they all wanted was the money. Now, when it came to disposing of all kinds of different gold and all kinds of different silver, from a Morgan collection to 10-ounce bars to silver eagles to U.S. Mint commemorative sets, all that stuff, it was a pain in the butt to separate it out and get bids on that, research it online. So I think that, an advanced tip I would give you, and I think a lot of stackers get here over time. It takes years and years and years. For me, I've been doing this for 10 years. And the realization I have come to is that you want to keep the diversity in your bullion stack. I mean, if you stack numismatics or collector coins, I'm not talking about those. But in terms of the diversity in your stack, both silver and gold, get yourself down to 6 or 8 primary products that you want multiples of. It'd be much easier to walk into an LCS with 100 Golden State Mint 1-ounce silver bars than it would with 10 of these and 8 of those and 12 of something else. That they'll be consistent in your storage bins. They'll be easy to categorize. You may want to put stuff in $2,000 piles. 100 1-ounce bars would bring you, at least $2,100 today, and hopefully $2,300. Keep it consistent. You'll be able to walk in, count them, and sell them really easily. Same thing with gold. If you're going to stack American Gold Eagles, stick with those. If you're going to stack 1/10 ounce, whatever, stick with those. If you're going to stack generic bars, which are some of the cheapest gold you can stack, generic bars in assay, stick with those. You may want to avoid foreign silver because in a struggling silver market, at least from the physical side, in a surplus-oriented market, the foreign stuff is going to bring less, or they may not even want it. So try to stay American, and it's okay to be generic. Premiums will be much lower on the buy side and on the sell side. Okay, but that's my final tip: is be very judicious when it comes to how many different types of silver and gold you stack, and of course, go for the best deals. But don't be all over the map. You're gonna give your family a headache when you pass. And if you have a large volume of collector coins, no matter how cool you think they are, no matter superhero coins and the latest British Mint release, peace dollars, not peace dollars, Norfed peace dollars is what I was thinking of. All the one-off stuff. When you bring that stuff into the LCS, he's going to look at it as weight. You're going to take a giant haircut off the purchase price, unless you resell. And if you resell, then you can definitely do that. But your family won't want to resell. They won't want to set up an eBay store just to liquidate, your proof coins, etc., your slabbed silver eagles, etc., etc. So on the bullion side, stay on the bullion side, watch for the point to buy, keep your selections to a minimum. If you're going to do 10-ounce bars, stick with 10-ounce bars. So forth and so on. If you see my previous video, it's where to find the best deals at bestsilvergolddeals.com. Links in the description in that website. And, if you're buying. If you're not, hold out for the dip. We could see a pullback. But I don't know. I think we got another month of upside here, and as I've said, my gold target is higher. My silver target is over 25, and you watch if silver starts pushing over 25 and threatening 26, you're going to see FOMO come back big time. All right, that's all I have for you this weekend. I hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I noticed the other day that I have amassed 5,000 videos on YouTube over the last 10 years. Wow, that's really an accomplishment. And I appreciate those of you that have stuck around for that. And moreover, please do leave a comment and let us know, are you still buying? What are you buying? Or are you waiting for the dip or the crash? The stock market has avoided the crash for now, but you can't avoid the recession. It's coming. It's coming. That's my thought on the economy, and you can see it in the silver market. You can see people struggling, and when people are struggling, bad things happen. And when bad things happen to people, they stop buying. When they stop buying, companies stop selling, and then the recession comes next. That's where I think we're headed overall. Let me know your thoughts, and I will check you on the next video. If you can, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I think you'll enjoy the channel. Thanks, everybody.